Well, we're back. We had a number of horses moving up the ranks in the top 10 overall, or top 10 lists from recently. Rose Run Why Not looks incredible. Braemar looked incredible yesterday. A number of horses look great, but we're talking about horses overall, head of the class overall, horses that were good all along, right? That consistency. We still have to have that overall list. I think it's only fair to those horses that have put in consistent great miles week in and week out. So we're going to focus on that list now. This is top 10 overall. Number 10, Stacy Hanover. She was good yesterday. I think I was third. Where We Welcome beat me on the far outside, and Amy beat me with One My Heart Hanover. But Stacy Hanover was good yesterday. I figured out why. She felt like she was slipping, but I forgot she wears a heavy shoe, a lot of weight up front. And that shoe that she had is just like a riding horse, very dull, full swedge shoe. I don't even know if you call it a full swedge. It's got a ridge in it, but that ridge is worn right off, and there's no grab on this filly up front. And I think she just needs a new set of shoes up front, maybe add a little bit of borium on the toe to help her grab a hold. But she just felt like she was slipping yesterday because she was slipping yesterday. So Stacy Hanover still trotted well. That was a good mile for her. Number 9, way down in number 9. It's just this how powerful this list is for 2020. I'm a Lovely Lady. This is a filly that has shown week in and week out she's one of our best Ohio-bred campaigners so far of 2020. One of our look at this kid. One of our most anticipated horses of 2020, and she's down in number 9. She was great again yesterday. Johnny might have cheated up to the inside and got me, but he was going to get me either way. Him and Lincoln Hanover were airborne down the lane, but I'm a Lovely Lady's just awesome. Still coming in at number 8 because week in and week out she's fantastic. Furley Fringes. I moved her to the front. I put her in a spot where she does not like to be, but I don't care if she likes to be there or not. I want her to get used to being on the front, controlling the front, and trotting as hard as she can on the end of it to win races. I want her to turn into a better horse. So pretending she can't do this and not letting her do it is just ridiculous. Yeah, I said this to James Palumbo. He goes, you know she doesn't like to be on the front. I said, I know she doesn't like to be on the front. That's why she's on the front. I want to make sure she's as comfortable as she can be when we get her to the track, because nobody's going to take it easy on her in the stake race. So number 8, Furley Fringe, has just been week in and week out a great filly. Number 7, War We Welcome. We're going to continue to protect this filly. She's back on her knees. She's got a giant frame and barrel of a body. And back on her, as I said, back on her knees a little bit. We don't want to put her in a position where we have to stop and slow down with her. I'm not saying we're going to slow down with her, but we're not going to be roading her on the front end, coming hard with her first over. Probably just what Mario did with her yesterday is what we're going to do with her for a while. She's already proven she can do it any way we ask her to. Now we want to protect her and make sure she's strong, sound, all the way through the summer into the fall, because this is a filly we actually have paid into the Breeders' Crown. And I think for an Ontario, even for an Ontario bred right now in 2020, she's as good a horse as we've had maybe ever. So War We Welcome comes in at number 7. Simply because she's been good for forever. So number 7, War We Welcome. Number 6, Northern Blizzard. I put him ahead of the other filly simply because he's a powerhouse and he's been good for a while. Yes, he's erratic. He's made breaks throughout the winter, so maybe he doesn't belong ahead of some of these horses. But as fast as he is, it's hard not to. I mean, yes, I just got finished telling you the consistency plays a big role, but anytime I've gone with this horse, I've been very impressed with him. And the way he was yesterday, that first break in the turn was not the greatest, even throughout the earlier middle part of the day. But Northern Blizzard, when I put him in gear down the backstretch, never put a step in the last turn, came to even odds with War We was up and blew right by him down by the wire. So Northern Blizzard was nothing short of great yesterday, has been good for a while, has shown flashes of speed since we broke him. Yes, he's been a little erratic, but when he isn't on the run, he always looks impressive. So number 6, Northern Blizzard. Number 5, Walk on the Moon. You'll continue to see this horse. You'll see him continue. I shouldn't say he'll continue to ride up the list, because there's a lot of good horses on this list, but Walk on the Moon every week is that beautiful, flawless gait. You'd never even think of ever putting a set of trotting hobbles on him. He's just got such a perfect gait. We're going to have a lot of fun with him this summer, I believe. Mario likes him. Mario has said how much he likes him. Maybe these kids will tire themselves out just running around the cart and all around. Addie's sleeping. They're outside. It's perfect. Perfect so far. Number 5, Walk on the Moon. Just a nice colt. Very, very nice colt, top to bottom. Number 4, Desperado. As I said to somebody the other day, a bit of a rags to riches type horse. If you look back and what we thought of how the body language of me or the way I talked about Desperado, he was just present all year. But the mile he went yesterday showed exactly how tenacious he is. There's no denying this horse's talent. I don't care if James's personal feelings was, he was just mediocre all year, therefore he's a mediocre horse. Horses get better. He should know. He owned shares in Compass Rose DC, and she was very similar to this horse on the trotting side. Very mediocre. In fact, for those of you that have a good memory, I entered Compass Rose DC in the March Ohio sale last year and opted not to take her. That's what I thought of Compass Rose DC. I said, we'll hang on to her. She went from being entered in the sale to being one of our best fillies last year, and it can happen, and I think you're seeing it again on the pacing side with Desperado. This horse, the mile he went yesterday, was awesome, and Mario summed it up perfectly. As I said, when you get off the jog cart where we were coming back, he said to me, you're going to have a lot of fun with this horse all summer, and I agree 100%. Number 3, Won My Heart Hanover, week in and week out. This filly just shows how good she is. Right? I don't know how fast she'll go, but every facet of her game, every facet of her ability is on display all the time. She has won training miles from every position. She has trained in every way, and she has excelled every single time she's done it. Just a beautiful filly, does everything right all the time. I love watching her go. I could just watch videos of even Amy or anybody else going with her. She's just such a sweetheart to watch go. I couldn't be, what's that? I couldn't be happier with Won My Heart Hanover. Number 2, he got taken off the top 10 list. They bumped into the car. They got a bat in their hand too. Oh. He got taken off there. He got dethroned this week, but he did it fair and square. He did make a little break. He did look good, and there's no denying he is one of our best horses and likely will be all year. But he is not the most consistent horse now, and I'm certain of that. And I think if you looked at our other lists and really racked your brain, you know who I'm thinking of. Eternity Road is very good, very fast, very strong horse, and as I said, we're going to have a lot of fun with him, I suspect, also in Ohio this year. But he is not as consistent as Beef and Cheddar. He just isn't. And we're going to leave Eternity Road at 2 because he belongs there. But Beef and Cheddar, is, as James put yesterday, has freak speed. Fast, durable. I've never seen him come first over, grind away, and drive away. First time I've seen him do that. This horse is getting better and better and better. I walked down to the barn to see him, and he's rearing up in the stall. He's just a ball of enthusiasm all the time, and looked good yesterday. I could tell by the way James was talking and the look on his face. He hasn't gone with Beef and Cheddar in a long time, if ever, and he was extremely impressed with him yesterday. Pretty hard not to be. Beef and Cheddar's just a very, very good horse all around. So those are 10 of the best horses we have to date consistently, and I think that's a fair list. Number 10, Stacy Hanover. 9, I'm a Lovely Lady. Frilly Fringes is in at 8. War We Welcome's in at 7. Northern Blizzard's in at 6. Number 5, Walk on the Moon. 4, Desperado. 3, Won My Heart Hanover. 2, Eternity Road. And number 1, the most consistent horse we've had since the day we broke them, Beef and Cheddar. So those are the top 10 lists, both of them. I gave you guys a rundown of how all the sets went yesterday. I gave you a little bit of a broken up opening because of the interruptions. But I'm going to get to the stables. All the horses, how they've been, all the 2-year-olds and all the 3-year-olds. I'll be back in just a minute.